You say you want to change, and sometimes it's really easy to do that because you just get up and do it. Other times you procrastinate and find yourself, even though you want to change, you keep on doing the same thing and nothing gets done. Well, you need to be smart about it, and here's some tips. First of all, I would just list what things I want to do differently. I wouldn't do the list too long, because what happens is sometimes you never get it done. It feels overwhelming. And then I would prioritize the ones that I really think that's really important. Sometimes I playfully say to myself, if 0, Cornetta, I'm not going to change, and 10, I have changed, then I kind of gauge what the temperature is. Usually anything below 7 is, I'm not going to do anything about it just yet. But you also might be pessimistic, which means then you might say 4. And then 4 sounds like you're not going to do anything about it, but you might just view the world slightly on a negative spin. So then what does 5 look like? What would you need to do to ensure that 5 would be the one? So you're moving towards your goals. Don't have too many things that you need to do, because the brain is not a computer and easily gets overwhelmed. Sometimes I would have a friend to help me, and that might be, so an accountability buddy is kind of useful. The other thing that I find really useful is actually to have a time limit on it. So maybe thinking about, okay, I want to do this in the next year, I want to do this in the next week, or I want to do this in 10 years' time. Have the biggest dream possible, because actually having the biggest dream possible means that we're limitless. We're not going to make our lives small. But there are things that are quite practical. So I know that I'm not going to be a brain surgeon because I need to do my sciences. I need to kind of retake. I don't have the finances. I probably don't even have the energy. However, what can I do? The easiest thing may be to start reading up on the subjects, finding some free courses to help me in the direction that I really want to go in. So if you really want to change your life, these are just a few ideas, but actually you need to kind of really gauge is whether or not you're ready to change. Do you really want to change your life? And if the answer is yes, then contact us and listen out for more, because we can really help you when it comes to your career choices, whether it comes to just generally making a difference in your life. But if you want to actually change your life, you've also got to be prepared to fail. So failure is just as important as success. But problem solve the failures. Actually add them in to your plan. What does failure look like for you? Sometimes, if you really want to change, you have to let go of some friends who might not be supportive. Science tells us that if we talk about it too loudly, our brain thinks we've done it. So sometimes keeping it to ourselves, keeping it private is just as important.